This is a video about what is love. What is it like? Well, love is an eternal concept. So what that means is that it doesn't have boundaries. It doesn't have boundaries. It can't be put in a box. You can give it a label, love, the word love, L-O-V-E, love. It's just a word. It's just the sounds coming out of your mouth to describe a thing in a package. Or maybe it doesn't have a package, but it's to describe a thing, and the only way to know what that thing is to experience it. So, for example, let's talk about experience for a second. This shirt is blue. If you're blind and you've never seen blue before, how am I supposed to describe to you what blue looks like? What am I supposed to say? I can probably say things that would get pretty close to describing blue, but no matter how hard I try, I will never be able to fully encapsulate what blue is, which is this. What is blue? It's yes. That's in the words of my ENTJ friend. What does water taste like? It tastes like yes. That's what it tastes like. So essentially, love is this eternal concept. You can only so you're not going to know what blue. You're not going to know what blue is. If I say, oh yeah, go get me a blue crayon, you're not going to know what the blue crayon is if you've never seen blue before. Or if you're colorblind to blue, I guess. You'd be like, what? What is that? What, huh? What's a blue? So when you so with love, it's the same concept. It's like the sun shining on your back. You know when it's there, and you know when it's not there. Can you describe what it is? Well, not really. I mean, we have words, but you've got to really kind of experience it for yourself to know what it's like. I can talk about what love is like. I can talk about love in terms of other, but I can never fully encapsulate what it feels like. So, for example, sugar. What does sugar taste like? Well, I can sit here and I can say, well, it's the stuff that makes cupcakes, frosting, ice cream, and cotton candy, Jolly Ranchers, and Starburst so delicious. See, you'll only know what that means if you've eaten any of those things, if you've eaten sugar. So you're only going to know what sugar is like if you've eaten sugar. So truth and love, so in my videos, you hear me talk about truth. It's an eternal concept. It is self-referential. It can only be described in terms of itself. It's like an experience. Love can only be described in terms of itself, or you can describe what it's like, what it does. You know, love changed this person's life. Love made this person happy. Love destroyed this person. Destroyed this person. Love toppled this empire. Whatever. Love is, so I'll just give some examples now. Love is like the drill instructor that shouts at you and then you respect them. Love is purpose in and of itself. When you have perfect love, you don't need anything else. You have purpose because your life is so amazing. You've got the thing. The thing that you've been looking for your whole life. You've got it. It's right there. So why go anywhere else? You can find love in community. You can find love in your spouse, etc. Now, love can also be selfish. Okay, or if in this instance we're going to say that it's imperfect love if it's selfish love. Okay, and that's not love. If love is selfish, it's not love. Period. So if you're baking somebody cookies and sending them love notes because you expect something in return, if you're one of those guys who buys your girlfriend all this jewelry because you expect something in return, that's not love. If you're buying them jewelry because supposedly that's how it's done, that's what you're supposed to do, well, chances are the only reason you're following why you're supposed to do that is because you think it's going to yield some kind of results. Like this is some kind of assembly line and you're building together the perfect relation. Like, you can't, it doesn't really work like that. Love, when both partners love one another perfectly, it gets deeper and deeper and deeper. It grows. It only grows. Okay? If your love is fizzling out, it's because it was never there to begin with. Or it was too much work. You couldn't handle it. And you gave up. Should it be grueling? No. It should be comfortable. It should be peaceful. It should be patient. Love is patient. Love is tolerant. Or not tolerant. That's a bad word. Because that can mean many things. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is trusting. Love brings the person up. It makes them objectively better as opposed to bringing them down. Love is selfless, meaning, oh no, that's not true. That's not true. Take that back. The self can be involved in love, but it's not selfish. Love is not selfish. For example, I make these YouTube videos not because I love you, but because I want to see you give me more love. So I don't actually care about your future. I care about being surrounded by more love for myself. So that's why I would teach you how to love. Make sense? Love is genuine. Okay? Love is honest, dependable, and trustworthy. So that's what love is. But more specifically, if you really want to get into it, it's what does love look like? Well, what does love look like? And that is, you have to experience. Once you experience love, you know what it looks like. And once you dive into it, there is a spiritual side to love. And the simple fact of the matter is, you cannot experience love until God gives it to you. For those of you who don't like religion, tough shit. This is going to turn religious. If you want to have a perfect relationship, the following videos after this will go into details on how to achieve that. So if you want that perfect relationship and you want my advice, the videos after this one will go into that. So, see you later.